Okay, here's the original image. All I've done is try and centre it up using a circle here like this, circle like that. I've tried to cut it down so I can see it's touching equally all the way around on each side. I've cloned that, then so it's nice and circular, and then over the top I've got the circle here with the crosshairs, which is the centre, so I know where I'm working from. So next, just lock that. I want to create this, one of these shapes, so I've just got that line here, just draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roughly in the middle, roughly as closely as I can get it in the middle, the way around there. Then on the next layer, I've actually got that shape, but I'll set the line width to 20 pixels. So the line width is still a line. If you look down here, one line, 20 pixels. Then what I'm going to do is arrange, and I'm going to convert that line into shape. And just to show you it's a shape, I'll fill it with blue, and you can see the nodes. So you then got that. Then what I'm going to do now is to apply a bevel. And I'm going to move this bezel out along here. If I go to the size, I want it to be 18's a bit low, I want it to be 20, so I'll go to 20, and I'll make it a miter join. So I've now got one of these shapes here. So this is the end of stage 1. Next thing to do is I don't want the whole of this bevel shape all the way around. I just want it, say, from here going round and ending here, and just this little small piece, and not showing the rest of that. So what I'll now do is I'll select that, select the bevel, go and Control K to clone it, and then I'll go arrange, convert to editable shapes. It says one group, I'll go arrange, ungroup, and it gives me 2 objects. If I look at this object here, that's that one I can delete. This object here is filled with a bitmap. I just want to give it a flat fill, and let's make it, for what I love all money, let's make it orange. Okay, orange. And I don't want these holes in the middle, so I'm just going to delete some of these middle nodes by selecting them and hitting delete. Now I've just got this one shape here. Now, as I say, I'm not interested in this bit here, so if I go over here and just draw a line from there to there, and I can use the Alt key and the arrows just to move around those nodes a bit. This one I think needs, delete that. This one here I think needs just a touch over there. If I just go like that, with that selected and that shape, Alt 2. That removes that shape there. I want this shape round, and I don't want this bit of the shape here, but disappears underneath there. So again, I'm going to do that. The line here, think there's a slight, just like that. Perfect shape. That line colour, you can see it. I think this could go down a bit more, so using the Alt and the arrow keys to move that down. This one I'm just going to move up a touch. Select that one. Select that one. Go over here. A line like that. I'm just winging this a bit. Do that. Control 2. Take that out. Then I just want this bit from here over to there. I don't want all the rest of this bit. If I then go Control 2, and it doesn't look like I've done a lot, but I'm going to set that black, and I'm going to set it to 90, make it 85% transparent. And I can go on Control Shift B just to take it one step back. Now when I select that one and the original bevel and go Q, that applies a clip view, and this is now clip view on that. Everything else stays the same. The bevel should still be the same. I'm not sure it is, but that's not too bad. So that's the end of stage 2. Okay, now we're going to give this some colour, and this is why I've left this copy here, so it's easy to do it. So I'll just select that, and it says one clipped bevel, and if I go to the fill tool, and I'm going to make it linear fill, I'll move it to there, about there, and I'll give it some other, let's say another one. This never works for me, this clicking thing on it. If I'm on about here. Yeah, I've got it this time. So I want that fill colour there, using the bottom. Pause. Yeah, sorry about that. The actual control for the thing was over the colour editor, so I couldn't load the colour editor. Okay, I've got this one here. We want it to be that orange. I want this start colour here to be down there, so I'm just using the eyedropper tool to do it. You can do slowly like this. And there you can see you've got quite a good replica of what you wanted for this bit here and this little bit under here. So that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give properties of this layer, and I'm going to call that top. And I'm going to duplicate that layer, and I'm going to call that 2. This is 2. I'm going to get this, which is now on this other layer. It's still there, that one. This black is just a duplicate layer which holds the same, and I'm going to rotate it. So I hit the rotate so I can get rotate up here, so I can get the little arrow, and I want to rotate it around that fill. And it's worth actually coming down into wireframe. Where you rotate it, you can just make sure it's dead center. It's never going to be absolutely perfect. Never mind. Go up to there and put the thing on again. This time I'm going to rotate it, and it goes around about there. Now I've hidden that top layer so it's still there, and that's not too bad. And so I'm going to duplicate that layer and call it 3. I'm going to select this. Once more I'm going to rotate it. It retains the same origin point, the center of origin. I'm just rotating it round to there. So you've got 1, 2, 3. Then rotate it for their 7 points. And I won't do that, but I'll just pause it and then do that and come back. Okay, I think when we left up, I've got 2 made. So I'm just going to, I've carried on. That's the 3rd, that's the 4th, that's the 5th, that's the 6th, and that's the 7th. We've got all those shapes. There are some anomalies, and I'm not 100% sure if the actual original one was square on anyway, the original image. But that's what we've got. So what's the next step? Alright, so we go into 2. I'll select 2. Go into 2. That's 1 click bevel. One shape. Then this time I can start, and I'll try that orange down here. Try to use the middle bit as much as possible. This center part here. So you can see what's actually happening here. Right there. So now you've changed that bevel. And what I'll do is I'll just carry on and complete the rest of them doing the same, using that as the template, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I've done the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here now. All I've got left is 7, so I'll go into number 7. Click 7, fill tool, click here, and then with the eyedropper just start picking colours along this one to try and match up roughly where this works. About here, about down there a bit. That one is about here, and this one there. So let's just hide those 2, and that's the situation that we've got. Okay, so let me just line this off now. I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to go background. And I'm going to go Control-Shift-V, which is that red circle I made earlier on. Copy that. I want to move that background down below this top section down there, and I'm going to fill that with black and remove the clear line colour. and we've got pretty much as we wanted. And there are some smidgens of where the error are, and as I say, I'm not sure if that's just me being sloppy or it's I don't know. I tried to do it mathematically, but I found it very difficult to actually get what I wanted. But this, using the bevels, seemed to work very well. Anyway, that's the way I created it. I hope that helped everyone. Okay, I've just been tidying it up somewhat. What I've done is a background layer here. And if I hide all those layers and just go down to wireframe, I've got one or two things in there which are just colours to fill in shapes above them in the correction layer, and sometimes I'll put a little layer on here where they come out. So I think I've got all of them mainly done. There's just one down here, I think, where that overlaps this green bit, and there's a gap down there. So what I'll do is I'll go down into the background layer here. I'm going to zoom in, and all I do is very roughly get a line like that. No fill color, no line color. Get the fill color and just fill that. That fills that gap in. Zoom out. The other one is where this overlays here. There's an overlay here, so what I'll do is, I'm not quite sure which that one is. That's purple. That's the green, so I want the one above it. That's the red, so I'm on the red layer. What I'm going to do is just draw a line from here. We go down to wireframe, bring that down to there, and that down like that, just ease that down. Ease that in like that. Set the line colour to none. And the local fill colour, I want to see what I'm doing here. I want it to be that green. Like if I wanted to, I could even just give that thing here to match that, and make sure this comes down here, and fill that with that green down there. And when I zoom out, that's the finished product, and I can't see much else on it wrong with it. And it was enjoyable, and I hope this helped people to see how I did it. I'll include this ZAR file in the thing. Anyway, this is Ed. All the best. Cheerio.